linear equations using elimination with addition. So the way, whenever we're solving with elimination, we're going to try to basically make one of the variables disappear so that we have everything in terms of just one variable. So we have 4x plus 5y equals 10. And we have 8x plus 5y equals 30. And so we see that both of these have 5y. So I'm just going to multiply one of them, one of the equations, by -1. So this will be true, this equation, if I multiply everything by -1. So this whole side, I'm going to multiply by negative. Remember, whatever we do to one side, as long as we do it to the other side, we didn't really change anything in this equation. So I'm going to multiply this by -1. So I get negative.
Why -1?
Because I want to make this 5y's cancel. So okay. You guys will see it. I'll show you, and then I think you'll see it. So I'm going to change this to 4x minus 5y, right? Everything is -1 equals -10. And now when I add these equations together, these are going to disappear. So that's why I did that. So what we want to have.
Will they always be -1?
No, it'll sometimes be something else. We're going to do a few of these so you guys can see. But what we want to do, and you can make either one of them disappear. So the other thing that I could have done, since I have 8x, I'll show you, it'll give you the same answer. We just want to do something to either make the x's cancel each other out or the y's cancel each other out. So by multiplying this first equation by -1, I get a negative, and I could have multiplied the second one, it doesn't matter, but I get a positive 5y and a negative 5y. So when I add these together, that variable will disappear. So that's our goal, is that we're going to add our two equations together and get rid of a variable. So that's always what we're trying to do, is to make it so that when I add the equations together, one of the variables will disappear. So I can find this solution. So here the y's disappear. So I get 8x minus 4x gives me 4x. These disappear. And then 30 minus 10 gives me 20. So I get 4x equals 20. Oops, I'm wrong. Divide both sides by 4. And I get that x equals 5. So I want to show you, and then I'll put that back in. Before we find y, let me just show you that I also could have multiplied this one by -1. It'll give me the same answer either way. So I could have gone 4x plus 5y equals 10. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. You just want to make one of your variables disappear. And then if I multiplied this by -1 on both sides, I would have gotten -8x minus 5y equals -30. And when I solve this, I'd get -4x equals -20. And I divide both sides by -4. And I'd still get that x is 5. So it doesn't matter which one you do. You just want to make one of your variables disappear. I also could have decided to make the x's go away, and instead of multiplying this equation by -1, I could have multiplied both sides by -2. 8x plus 5y equals 30. And then if I multiplied 4x plus 5y by -2, this first equation by -2, I'd get -8x. 4x times -2 plus 5y times -2 minus 10y. And then 10 times -2 would give me -20. So again, I took the 4x plus 5y equals 10 and multiplied that whole thing by -2. And now when I add them together, the x's cancel out, and then I get negative 5y equals positive 10. And I can divide both sides by negative 5. And y is negative 2. So I could have started like this. So it doesn't matter which way you start. The goal is just whatever you're multiplying by, basically, your goal is to get the either the x's to, I always say disappear, but so they'll cancel each other out, or the y's. So so it doesn't matter whether you choose, but whenever you have something like this where we have 5y and 5y, if one of these was positive and one's negative, you could just add the equations together. But in this case, just you want to multiply one of the equations by -1, so you can make that term disappear. So if they match, if a coefficient matches, the easiest way to do it is multiply an equation by -1. But if they didn't match, then I could have done it this second way and multiplied if I multiply this first equation by -2, then I get -8x, and I can make the x's cancel. So it doesn't matter. So once we have our answer, or one of the solutions, x equal 5, I want to show you y is going to be -2. But it's easier if we take this answer and stick it back in to one of the equations. Doesn't even matter which one. So we had 4x plus 5y equals 10. And if I put this back in here for my x, then I would get 20. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 5y equals 10. Subtract 20 from both sides, and I get 5y equals -10, and then divide both sides by 5. Y equals -2. So this answer, so I'm hoping you guys see there's multiple ways to solve these. So it's kind of an art to pick which one it works the best for you. But sorry, that's reminding me to take attendance. So use the method that works best for you. They'll all give you the right answer. Right, so I'm going to do we'll do a harder one instead of doing another one of these.